What's going on, guys? It's Eric with PewTube. I got something cool for you to see today. I got a special little treat that I figured I'd share with you guys. I want you to first do me a favor though. Take a step back in time. I want you to step back into the 80s and 90s when Soldier of Fortune was all the rage. Ridiculous glasses and stupid t-shirts. But most importantly, UZIs were the name of the game, okay? Before I show you what's in this box, this is just airsoft, by the way, don't worry. It's not very exciting. Before we open this box, I gotta give a big thanks to Richard Hoffman from BWE Firearms. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but I just wanted to give a huge shout out to him and his family. He was a huge inspiration for a part of this. I also have to give a huge shout out to Andrew from AK Arms. You know who you are. Thanks, man. I appreciate all your help with this. This has been kind of a pain in the ass, but without further ado, guys, let me show you what I got in this box. It's pretty freaking badass. I have a real fully automatic post-sample open bolt submachine gun Uzi developed by Uzi in 1948, put into service in 1951, and has been in service for almost 70 years. These bad boys have been everywhere, from that assassination attempt on Ronald Reagan, where you see the Secret Service agent whipping out the Uzi out of his suit coat, flipping down the stock, and just getting ready to go to work. These things are so cool. I have wanted one ever since I was a child. And now I am in a very fortunate position where I am able to acquire such awesome firearms. This is a legit open bolt. Let me pull the mag out. Open bolt, there's no rounds in there. Submachine gun that is full auto. Do a quick little disassembly for you. These things are super cool. These have a recessed telescoping bolt, so the barrel is recessed. The barrel's like 10.5 inches long, and it has a recessed fixed bolt with a fixed firing pin, fixed firing pin in a recessed bolt. So the bolt is what controls the rate of fire and slides forward when you release the trigger and fire the weapon. It's quite an ingenious design. It's really interesting. Let me just pop the top cover off. The bolt and recoil spring come right on out. There's a fixed firing pin in there. Nothing inside there moves but the bolt sliding on the recoil spring. Inside the gun, you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but the barrel is recessed in there, and I'll show you in a second once I take the barrel off. So you just push this little pin on top and the barrel nut comes off of here. I also have a suppressor that I acquired that's on the way. Thanks ATF for taking forever to process Form 3s. The barrel comes right out the front of the gun. Barrels are 10 inches long. They're recessed in the gun. Super cool, a way to keep the size of the gun down. The bolt actually rides over the barrel, which is a super cool, super interesting design. And then the fire control group on the bottom, there's a little push pin. It just pops out and slides out. I'm not gonna do it just because the YouTube algorithm already hates me for doing this much. By the way, this is only for educational purposes. There's a little ratchet on here that just ratchets the bolt down. The suppressors that go on here, I think they're the Chihote brand, and then I know, because I'm a GSL dealer, I know GSL has a suppressor for this. Shout out to Kevin if you're watching. Thanks, bud. They actually just replace the barrel nut and the whole suppressor screws on. It's pretty freaking ingenious and pretty freaking cool. By the way, there's nobody behind the camera because I know you guys always freak out when I flag the camera with a gun. It's on a gimbal. The gimbal moves to motion when I move. So as you can see, my little hidey hole corner of the shop here in the basement, where I just have some random shit and finishing tools. We got lathes and mills and other stuff over on the other side of the camera that I don't want to show you because all that shit's really expensive and I don't want the randoms of YouTube seeing what I got down here. But yeah, the bolt just slides right back in. This top cover goes on, locks down. Super neat idea. They have a UZI Gull actually designed a ratcheting charging handle. There's an issue with, or there was an issue that was discovered with the initial designs of open bolt subguns, is guys would like half charge the gun and then they would drop it. That was not a good example because it didn't ratchet in. So they would drop the bolt and it would fire and the gun would go off and obviously shoot around. Hopefully nobody gets shot, but obviously they deal with the consequences of a negligent discharge at the time. So they designed a ratchet in the charging handle that actually ratchets with the bolt when you charge it. I don't know how well you can hear it. I got my microphone on my shirt. I'll hold it up to my mic so you can just listen. You can hear that ratcheting noise in there. That's to prevent the bolt from going home and firing. Obviously, because when the bolt goes home, being an open bolt subgun, it strips around off the magazine, charges it into battery and fires because the firing pin is fixed. There is no, there is no hammer, etc. hitting it. So that's quite an ingenious design. They also put a little rear safety, a little grip safety. Not a lot of people like those. Sometimes they would just rubber band them or tape them. So they were out of service and wouldn't work. But I have wanted an UZI forever. And as a youngster growing up, you know, seeing movies of dudes with their UZIs flipping out their stock and just going to work was just like, oh man, that and an MP5 is like the holy grail. But now I'm in a fortunate position in my life where I get to play with these crazy things. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to make a ton more videos with this thing. As summer comes up, we're going to be outside dumping thousands and thousands of rounds through this bad boy. Let me know what else you guys want to see as far as videos with the UZI submachine gun or UZI 9mm. We'll be sure to be out blasting, shooting at all sorts of stuff with this. So yeah, let me know what you think of the UZI Gull unbelievable invention, the UZI. Thanks guys for checking out YouTube on YouTube. I appreciate you. Peace.